All right, hi everybody, John Meadows here, and we just finished the leg workout. We were headed out of the gym, then we said, no, we got to go back in and do some more videoing for you. So we've been doing this series on dumbbell only training in case you're stuck at home and you have limited access equipment, or even you're at the gym and you just want to try something different. Dumbbells are still an unbelievable way to train. So what we're going to do today is legs. So dumbbell only legs. So we've got 5 exercises planned for you. So here we go. All right, so exercise number 1 is a goblet squat. So if you notice, I'm going to be standing on a little plate here. Now you can use anything, just a little bit of an elevation in your heels is all you need. You don't need a big elevation, that actually makes it harder on your knees. So this will give us a little bit of elevation, will give you a little bit more quad. So this is what it looks like. So you're just going to hold the dumbbell up here, right here. Heels on the plate. Try to get down as deep as you can go. Keep your back flat. So don't round, don't excessively arch. Just keep a nice flat back, and it won't take too many reps and your quads will be burning. Down nice and slow, all the way to the bottom, drive up. Now what I like to do on these is I don't like to rest at the top. I like to come right back down. So I'll hit sets of 10, 15 reps on these. That feels really good. But the goblet squat is exercise number 1. Okay, the next exercise, now those of you who follow me, you knew this was coming. The Bulgarian split squat. So I've got a bench here, but you can use anything at home. You can use a chair, a couch, whatever. Just make sure it feels comfortable on the front of your ankle. Now I'm going to use the bench or the rack for balance. You may not have that, that's okay. You can still do these nice and slow and keep your balance. But here's what it looks like. So I'm gonna hold my balance right here. Again, you may not have that. Get your foot out in front of you. Right here. So, couple pointers on your form here. It's okay if your knee goes out a little bit over your shin, a little bit. So that's okay. You can also put your foot out a little further in front if you want to get a little bit more glute. So now you can kind of drop in and get a little bit more glute, like that. Either way is fine. Then make sure you do the other leg, obviously. Nice and slow. Now, one thing people ask me, does it matter which hand you hold the dumbbell in? Interestingly enough, there is actually a little bit of research on it. If you hold the dumbbell out to the side, you actually do get a little bit more vastus lateralis. Now, it's not a ton more, but a little more. Whereas if I held it to the inside and did them, you actually get a little bit more teardrop. Now, is it totally different? No. I just thought it was pretty cool research that I saw. So, exercise number 2, Bulgarian split squat.
Hello everybody, my name is Alexander Meadows, and today I'm going to be showing you guys the wrist map tech combo by Gentry Stein, the world yo-yo champion. And make sure to go follow me on Instagram at MeadowsGang48 for more yo-yo videos.
Okay, your third exercise is just going to be a normal dumbbell squat. It's not just quad though, like the goblet squat we did was more quad. This is a little bit more everything. It's more glute, it's more hips. Not rocket science, just a nice basic squat. So, just like this. Now, notice my back is flat. I try to keep the dumbbells kind of back here, so I'm driving off my heel right here as opposed to back there. So right here as opposed to up there. Okay, so back here. On those, I like to keep the tension too without locking out. A good hard set of 8 to 10 is really, really tough. Okay, exercise number 4 is a dumbbell stiff-legged deadlift. Now, obviously, his legs aren't truly stiff. He's got a little bend in them. So what I want you to do is, Brett, keep the dumbbell in a little tighter on your legs, right there. Give yourself a little bend at the bottom, just like Brett is doing. So you're going to get some lower back, some even a little bit of lat, actually. Now, come down and don't bend your legs quite as much. There you go. Now, what I want you to do is stand up. Now, as you're coming down, push your hips back. Back. There you go. See how he pushed his hips back? That's going to give his upper hams a really nice stretch. Hips back. Keep the dumbbell in close. Keep the dumbbell in close. That's one of the things I see folks doing is they let the dumbbells get out in front of them, and that's really hard on your lower back. So you always want to keep the dumbbells in real close to your body. You want to sit your hips back and bend your knees a little at the bottom. Keep that dumbbell right on you. Hips back till you feel your upper hamstring stretching. Now you're going to get to a point where the only thing that bends at the bottom is your back. If you get to that point, you've went too far. So just go to where you feel your max hamstring stretch and come back up. I see a lot of people just try to go down further and further, and then the only thing you see moving at some point is their lower back. And that's not what you want to see, all right? So right down to here, in your stretch, come back up. If you start doing this, you've went too far. It's not necessarily a bad thing, you're just losing hamstring tension. So close, hips back, right there, back up. That's exercise number 4. All right, last one, exercise number 5 is a good old dumbbell lunge. So Brett's gonna start off lunging here. We're gonna take a look at his form. So he's got a straight back. He's driving really good with his quads. If you watch, his heel's not coming off the ground. That's good. You don't want your heel, you don't want to shift your weight onto your balls of your feet. Drive with your heels. He's taking medium to short steps, which I love for quads. Now I want you, when you come down, Brad, I want you to like lean forward a little bit. Now like lean forward. Now, when you want to get a little bit more glute in it, watch how he's leaning as he comes down. When he's leaning forward, he's opening up that glute hamstring area.
Oh, good, man.
So you've got 2 different techniques here. You can use one for quads, one for hams and glutes. All right, so that was it, 5 exercises, sets and reps. Now, the dumbbells may not be heavy enough to really challenge you on some of those exercises. It just depends on what you have at home. If you find that that's the case, if you got mainly lighter dumbbells, you're just going to have to do a little more volume. We're going to have to do more like 3 or 4 sets, 10, 15, 20 reps. But if you've got heavy dumbbells and you can make the sets of 8 or 10 really intense, then you can get away with doing 2 or 3 sets in exercise. So if you've got dumbbells that suit your strength, 2 to 3 sets per exercise. If you don't have real heavy dumbbells, you're going to have to bump your volume and your reps up to 3 or 4 sets and 10 to 15 repetitions. So that's it. Give it a shot. Let us know what you think.